5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Hurry up.
First and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. Crabtree with it over the middle. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
So the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
On second down, Rollins. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
On first down, Flacco. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
So second and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
And the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Over the middle here, Brown. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to move the ball, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
A gain of 3, second down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
To pass, Flacco. And complete to Crabtree. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on third down.
Hey. 4 down.
They'll try one forward with Collins. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. They look to throw on first and 10 with Flacco. Here it's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And so far, a very nice, methodical opening drive.
This has the feel of a scripted drive that they rehearsed perfectly all week long, and now they're executing it on game day.
Script looks good so far. Passing play, Flacco. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Let's go, hurry up.
Flacco to throw here on third down. And that is incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me
I was.
It sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So,
well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. On to give, this is Dix. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Tackle made there by Tony Jefferson. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there.
Watch it now, Barney! Tighten up!
On 3rd and short, it's Dixon. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense with that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And an alley to run. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
A run by Dixon, and he'll take this one down to the 36. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Leopard! Hey, we got
On 2nd down, it's Dixon. And a solid run down inside the 30. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
On third down, it's Dixon. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. They'll run here with Dixon. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Ravens are going to get the football back.
Hurry up!
Throwing here on first down. Flacco flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Now Flacco. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
Hurry up.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at third down here. Third down, Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So on fourth down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. And now here come the Ravens. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball.
Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10. Barring a flag, final play here for Flacco and company. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hurry up.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to look deep down the field. Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And he will be brought down. His time is now run out on this first half of action. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And last time, 1 play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Okay,
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
All right, now look at
On second down, here's Jackson. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
Leopard! Leopard! Over!
Now a handoff. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Eluding the pressure right. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Yeah, baby!
I was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They'll run it now. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Terrell Suggs in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points.
Yeah.
Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Now again to Collins. That running right through it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
First and 10 here for Flacco. Crabtree has it. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. 2nd down, Flacco now. Dancing to his left. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Operating out of the gun, Flacco. And this is going to be incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage.
All right, let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys, because the offensive guys are always taught, find the first down sticks and make the play. On defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the first down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
The drive begins with a run by Dixon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
No, check, Patriot.
No gain on the play there, second down.
56.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease field to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
All right, now, look at 56. Lucky 56. Leopard. Hot.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. And he's brought down. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they got momentum going, so I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play at them while you've got them rocked on their heels.
The former Charger All-Pro, Eric Weddle, on the stop.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Leopard! Leopard! Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Leopard! Leopard!
On first down, they go with Dixon. Open space inside the 10. And all the way down to the 5.
Leopard!
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
The situation changes a bit now. First and goal from back at the 10. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You
Yeah.
see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protecting, that's for sure. And now he'll tuck it and run. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long.
Detroit!
Third and goal. Jackson steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. This hasn't exactly been a battle of one touchdown after the other, quite the opposite. But at 3-3 now here in the fourth, It's been an entertaining game considering just 2 field goals.
Yeah, is it really a football game now, or are we watching baseball? Because this feels like a pitcher's duel, doesn't it? Nice and tense on the edge of your seat. Have you been scoring this one? A lot of strikeouts and ground balls in this one.
Now Flacco and the Raven offense come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, Flacco. A right side pitch by Crabtree. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this.
Double tight. 4 down.
On 2nd down, Flacco to throw. Drops it underneath for Collins. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. First down now, but the clock continues to move.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
Here's a first down run with Collins. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. The tackle made by the corner, Jimmy Smith. The clock still runs. We're at 90 seconds now. Now Flacco. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
They'll run it now. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game.
Red. Hurry up.
Flacco to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here.
Now
the
look at 56.
opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Now it's Jackson, buying time to his left. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Jackson. Forced out to his left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Terrell Suggs in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Jackson to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of, it's caught inside the 25. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
That's our ball, baby. Going the other way.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away.
We got it.
The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. 1 possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat-and-mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. He was looking for Nick Boyle that time. And it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. One last gasp for Flacco. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. Now they do indeed get the timeout, so all is not lost. They'll have a chance for one final heave to the end zone. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and